Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Clark. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well out there. And today we're going to revisit a Christmas classic. I have reviewed this before several years ago, but it's Christmas. Christmas is just a little over a week away. So what better time to do a Christmas classic than right now? And before we get into, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Join me here. I greatly appreciate that. And I hope you're all having a great Christmas season out there. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Going through the rest of the month, I will have some reviews that'll drop and some videos, but definitely the week of Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, it will be less. And then once we get past that, you'll see a video for my top 10 movies of 2024 and my top horror movies of 2024. Those are always fun to do, but I'm waiting until I see Nosferatu before I can make my horror list or my top movies of the year. So yeah, look forward to those coming up. Those are always fun to do, those end of the year lists. And yeah, so today we're going to talk about one of my favorite Christmas movies, and certainly one of my family's favorite Christmas movies. One I've been watching on started watching on VHS back in 1990, and that one is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yes. This one came out December 1st of 1989. It's rated PG-13, an hour and 37 minutes long, had a budget of $25 million, and upon release it made $74 million, although they made a lot of money on the rental markets and just merchandising. God knows how much money Warner Brothers made off this movie over the years. This was originally supposed to be directed by Christopher Columbus. He was the one who wrote the original Gremlins. Then he would go on a year after this to have a huge hit, Home Alone, in his own right. He was actually going to direct this film. He met with Chevy Chase, and he decided he would not be able to work with Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase was very well known for being difficult to work with. At least that's what the rumors are. So he stepped out, and they brought in Jeremiah Chechik to direct this film. And this was written by John Hughes, like the other National Lampoon's movies. And John Hughes would go on to write Home Alone, which Christopher Columbus directed and came out a year later after this. In this film, this is the third National Lampoon's Vacation movies. The first one was National Lampoon's Vacation in 83. We National Lampoon's European Vacation in 85. And then this in 89. And we had Vegas Vacation much later in 1997. But as always, we have Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold, the patriarch of the Griswold family. Beverly D'Angelo as Ellen Griswold, his wife, his lovely wife. Juliette Lewis came in to play Audrey in this film. They always switch the kids around, and it's no different in this one. Johnny Galecki came in to play Rusty. Randy Quaid is back as everyone's favorite cousin-in-law, Cousin Eddie. E.G. Marshall's in this film. Doris Roberts is in this film. Brian Doyle Murphy. Juliet Dreyfus is in this film. A ton of character actors, kind of comedic character actors. And the cast is great here, as they always filled out the cast with great character actors in these films. And pretty much, if you've probably most likely have seen this film many times, more than once. We've already watched this twice this year. We'll watch it probably 2 or 3 more times before Christmas or during Christmas. Clark is just trying to give his family a fun old family fashion Christmas, as we all know. Clark's parents are coming in, his in-laws are coming in, they're going to have a house full. Cousin Eddie shows up, and things just go awry left and right. Trees get set on fire, cats get electrocuted, all kinds of stuff. The police invade their house at the end of the film, and at the end of the movie, Clark does pull off what he feels is the perfect Christmas, even though things definitely went sideways big time, and that is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So what to like about this film? Well, Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold is awesome. He always was. I loved Chevy Chase back in those 80s movies. Caddyshack, he's great. Funny Farm, Spies Like Us, Three Amigos, the National Lampoon's movies. I know he was supposedly difficult to work with, but he was definitely hilarious, especially with that dry, smart-ass humor he had. Beverly D'Angelo is great as his wife. Everybody's great here. Everybody's comic timing is on point. And really, this is just a story about a guy trying to give his family the best Christmas he possibly can. And he blows it. He F's it up, and it goes sideways. But his intentions are good, but unfortunately, it's not meant to be a perfect Christmas, which nothing ever ends up perfect. The best you could hope for is just spending time with your family and enjoying each other's company. But Clark tries his best, and, as we know, it doesn't work out so well. This movie is so quotable. We quote it all the time between my parents. I remember watching this with my parents back in 1990 on VHS. Seen it so many times over the years. Me and my wife have been watching it. My son's seen it a few times. Although this isn't his favorite Christmas movie, I'll say that. But he'll sit and watch it. So many great gags, and Randy Quaid's great. Obviously, he sells it as Cousin Eddie. But you know, at the end of the day, this is a Christmas classic at this point. This is so well known, so well quoted every year. I mean, you see the memes online throughout the Christmas season. There's gifts out the ass on your cell phone that you can send to your friends. So, you know, this is definitely in the pop culture zeitgeist, and it's one of those movies that is gonna live on forever. Now, a little trivia about this film: does his rant about his boss when he finds out he got the Jelly of the Month Club instead of his bonus that he was waiting for to put in the swimming pool. When he did that scene, Chevy Chase improvised somewhat, but also all the cast members that aren't on camera during when the shot's locked off on Clark as he's going off, all the cast members that you can't see on the camera have a cue card wrapped around their neck with one word on it, and each word he would pick out to use during his rant because he couldn't remember everything. So they had to put cue cards on everybody, and he would just as he's looking around the room, he would pick what word to use next, and he would just go with it. That's how they pulled off that scene. When Rusty says, especially later on in the movie when things go bad, he goes, "I told you we should have went to Hawaii." In the original National Lampoon's Vacation, Rusty, when he goes, where'd you say you wanted to go for vacation, Rusty? He goes, "Hawaii?" And then he goes, "Shut up, Russ." They bring it back in this one, so it's a little bit of a callback. And the cat being electrocuted almost got cut out of the film. I love that scene. It's hilarious. I have a fake cat that they sell on Amazon with the lights wrapped around it. Looks like it got electrocuted. That scene almost got cut. Warner Brothers studio executives wanted to cut that because they were afraid people were going to be offended by it because people love their cats. But they tested. Now the producers fought for it, and I know John Hughes fought for it. But when they had a test screening, that scene tested so well that they decided to leave it in. Which, watching the movie now, I couldn't imagine a movie without that scene in it. Supposedly, again, rumor has it Chevy Chase is hard to work with, but Beverly D'Angelo is known as the Chevy Whisperer. If there ever was a problem or I needed to approach Chevy with an idea, they would have her go approach him because he would tend to not give her a hard time at all, or Randy Quaid. Supposedly they have a really good relationship as well. But at the end of the day, I don't really have any negatives about this film. It's a Christmas classic. I love this movie. It's a movie I'm going to continue to watch. Also, if you're into physical media and you love this movie, this 4K has a fantastic transfer on it. It's the best the film has ever looked. It's definitely worth a purchase. I think Amazon just had it on sale for like $14. If you like this film, it's definitely worth having on the 4K disc. It looks amazing. At the end of the day, this is truly a Christmas classic. I've said it many times already. I really love this film. At the end of the day, I would give National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation a 9.5 out of 10. A 9.5 out of 10 for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What are your thoughts on this film? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video. I greatly would appreciate that. That's it for this one. Yet again, I'll have a couple more reviews, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas out there. Until next time, bye.